Yes, people. Today is Monday. Your boy turns 32 this Thursday, which is the 13th, which means today is Monday the 10th of August. We're off to go train push. Sorry, no, we're not. We're off to go train pull. Can't even blame sleep deprivation. We actually forced myself to have a bit more sleep this morning. We have to go train pull with our Tom. Tom is less than 6 weeks out now from his first comp of the season, and he's looking retarded. He's at that stage now where, I mean, obviously there's more variables at play, but like when you get leaner anyway, you start to look different every single week. But he's looking like fucking bigger and leaner every week now, so it's fucking pretty crazy. It's exciting. So yeah, I'm really excited to see how he gets on. And now what I'm sort of just like in my head now, not even in my head, like it's what we're doing. Monday to Wednesday every week, then first 3 sessions of the week. So 3 out of my 4 sessions now. I'll be training with our Tom in the lead up to his comp. We're training at muscle bound Huddersfield at the minute. It's got sick kit and it's like convenient. We can get there like within half an hour, so it is badass. We'll still probably do the occasional session at TMU in Barnsley, just because obviously it's fucking sick. It's just for me, convenience wise is quite important right now with my second child being quite young. The more time I have, the better, but obviously I'm getting that balance right between training with the best equipment in great atmosphere, best equipment, best atmosphere I can, setting things up for my own training, being as fucking productive as possible, but then also like supporting our Tom as well. Just balancing that with like trying to make sure I'm fucking getting all my work done to a very high standard, coaching my clients to a very high standard, and having time for the family. So yeah, it's working well, this Huddersfield muscle bound gym at the minute, Monday to Wednesday. Where are we at with food and that? So nothing's changed for the last week and a bit. Body weight jumped up last week after legs, but sleep was terrible. My youngest, who's like 14, 15 weeks old now, she's been like an absolute dream, like a super easy baby, like sleeping through pretty much, maybe like waking up once for like half an hour. And because she was only waking up for like half an hour, Penny would feed her, change her, put her back down. Like she might pass me the baby to like put on my knees just for like a minute while she nips at the toilet or got a drink or something. It didn't really intrude my sleep much, so I was very lucky. But then this last week it's been a case of she's been a bit harder to settle before bed sometimes. She's been waking up more in the night, and then Florence might wake up once in the night as well, or we might have a bit of a rough night with Willow, and then Florence might wake up early. It might not be mega early, it might just be like 6, and I might set my alarm for like 6:55, which might have already meant that with baby waking up in the night, I might have already only got like 6.5, 7 hours. Whereas like it's meant that there's been a few nights there where fucking God knows how little sleep we had, but I wasn't feeling fresh anyways. Penny still got more sleep than me. Luckily she don't watch these, but if she did, she'd be like, you got way more sleep than I did, and you she's like, in the middle of the night one night, she's like, don't tell me, Dora, that you feel fucked. But yeah, women are built different anyways, we know that, right? They're built different, they can handle that less sleep. Plus she didn't train legs, you know what I mean? But yeah, we had that, and body weight was up. And then Saturday night, we actually had a bit of a night. Florence stayed at my mum's, and we just had baby, which just meant like, even though we might have had to get up in the night, which we did, was able to have a lie-in on Sunday morning. So like we just stretched it out. I didn't get out of bed till like 9. So I actually got like 9 hours sleep for the first time in a while. Like really slept well. And what I found was the day after that, so Sunday, yesterday, I was more regular with going to the toilet. Basically I was taking shits like more regular again, like how I usually would, but like good, you know, it wasn't like a bad upset stomach. It was like, when stress has been high from poor sleep, you know, stress on the body's a bit higher, I've not been as regular, my digestion's not been as good. But it's only yesterday when I realised, my digestion's so much better today, like I feel better, I feel tighter, I'm going to the toilet more regular, and then this morning I actually woke up lighter again. So it was almost like I washed away some of that fatigue. This morning I woke up, I'm like, I think my body weight bumped up to like 195.9, and then it went down to 195, like it was chilling around 195.9 and 195, and this morning it dropped down to 194.4, which obviously the goal is to, like, you know, get up to 200 pounds lean, but you know, the body weight is just we don't want it to be going up at all costs, do you know what I mean? The fact that it's come down shows that we just washed away some fatigue there, and the fact that I look like fuller and leaner this morning, I'll put my pictures on the screen, is all good shit. It's all good news. But yeah, no, we're happy. And this weekend, another couple of new things there. So I trained with online client Mr. Jack Smith, aka Jack Smith, who's like pretty much all my clients, completely drug-free, natural. He worked with me first in 2024. Did his first ever like fat loss phase. He used to do like military style workouts, you know, like burpees, push-ups, pull-ups, shit like that. So he had like a base, but we trained, especially in his upper body. We just trained, like, got his training proper, got his nutrition like on point, like really got a good structure in place in 2024. We worked together like all that year. Then he moved to Australia for a year for 2025. He came back looking like a different man, like he just done like a full, like we started the gaining phase with me and then he continued that in Oz. Packed on some more mass, got a little bit chunky, probably chunkier than he needed to. But he made some mega progress, especially in his leg training. And then this year, 2026, he's come back on board. And we've just absolutely dropped the hammer again, seeing how far we can push him, getting shredded. And Jack's one of these guys where, similar to myself, like he's playing around with the idea of like competing potentially one day. And we wanted to see like how he found it mentally, pushing like close to competition lean. And I think it's fair to say we pushed probably like 4 to 6 weeks out from like what a competition standard of leanness would be for like natural bodybuilding. Still definitely had more to pull off, which I saw in person Friday. I could definitely tell there was still more to pull off, but he's if we were to do a competition, say, but he's looking fucking awesome. He's so good at ticking the boxes. He's just a fucking class guy, and yeah, similar to me as well. Done the whole like, I'm gonna knock booze on the head to get in shape, and then all of a sudden realise like he actually prefers like not boozing. So he's come away from like, you know, the weekend drinking, stuff like that over the last couple of years, and he's just all about like being in a sick routine, enjoying progressing, still socialising with his mates and that, but he's not asked about getting written off like he used to be, and got himself a missus now. Like he's in a good fucking spot. But yeah, met up with him on Friday. Decided we were thinking about, we did like a YouTube video. It might be on yet, it might not be on my YouTube channel yet. If you haven't watched it, please watch it. It's a fucking belter. Alright, I'm sure it will be a belter. I haven't actually seen it yet. And we decided like the plan was we were going to meet up, train together, do that YouTube video, and get some pics that day as well. And then the plan was like back end of August, early September, do a photo shoot. And then he goes away on holiday in September and then come back and do a gaining phase. But like, when we were together on Friday, kind of just like, I mean, you're lean as you need to be now. All we're doing is holding a look, basically. Like making it look a little bit fresher, but a little bit fuller, maybe a bit more vascular for a photo shoot if we do one. But really the main goal for him is to like grow now and potentially do a competition in like next year, or, you know, back end of next year, like 12 to 18 months from now. So like we both just decided like, let's see what these pictures look like from this Friday just been, which I haven't got yet. And if we're happy with them as like a timestamp in time of like, this is what we achieved in 2026, we're just going to start growing from like this week basically. So I'm excited for that. He's and what I saw in person was like, he's got a way more balanced physique than he thought. I meant to tell him this. From his check-in pictures, I always felt like his legs were like way more ahead of his upper body, which his quads were, but like not as much as the pictures sort of show. When I seen him in person, I'm like, he's pretty well balanced. He does need to bring up his upper body, but he needs to bring up everything really. So I'm excited. I'm really excited for that. Really excited. There's still things that we can work on with like execution with Jack, as we found out in person, and yeah, buzzing for that. And then Saturday morning, so Saturday, did a last minute photo shoot, which I decided on like the Tuesday last week with a client, Ollie King. Ollie's Halifax-based lad. He's in the RAF for like 10 years, played rugby at Northumbria University, and yeah, fucking good guy. He, good guy again. He can be a bit of a beer monster, can Ollie, but he can also, like, he's taught himself over the last year or so, he can have like, you know, fucking 3 to 6 months no booze and really push it, and he still enjoys a drink. He still does enjoy that. Still enjoys getting written off every now and again, which is fair fucks, like he's honest with it. But yeah, he's dug in this year. We did his first, like, obviously he's done growing phases in the past, and he already had a great rig when he came in, like a great fucking rig. This year we just had like probably the most disciplined gaining phase he's ever had, and we only spent like 6 months gaining. But for him, that's quite a long time, I think. Or, you know, it's a long time of doing it without, like, you know, getting fat, getting sloppy, eating everything in sight diet. You know what I mean? I think usually he'd like let himself have a few more pints, let himself sort of just eat what he wanted to, sort of thing. But yeah, we had a pretty controlled gaining phase, and, you know, off the back of it, he's made fucking mega progress. He's 9 pounds up from. How much heavy were he? I think he's 8 pounds up from his very first pictures he sent me, but like on week 3 he was like a pound down from that, just simply because I think when he came in he was just a bit more glycogen because he'd had a few off-plan meals or something, or he'd had something that weekend, a few beers or something. But then when we actually got him sticking to a diet for a few weeks just to see how his body responded, he was down at like 167, and yeah, like 9 pounds up, arguably leaner. He's built some serious fucking tissue this year. But for him, potentially another guy that's looking at competing, you know, 12 to 18 months from now. I'd say his upper body's quite balanced, probably needs to bring up his lats. But then mainly for Ollie, it's just like fucking legs. Just needs to bring up his legs. Like, it's a clear lagging point. I think a lot of that is to do with how much steps he does at work. The guy does like 15 to 20,000 steps at work each day. And also like intensity with his leg training, and mainly intensity, like how close he takes things to failure and stuff like that. I think you could do like a bit of an in-person session with Ollie, to be fair on that. But yeah, them guys are fucking absolutely smoking it. I'll have probably shown them on screen whilst I'm talking. So yeah, I'm buzzing. You know, I'm definitely not working with the most amount of clients I've worked with. I've worked with a lot more. Like, I think I've worked with, at times, double the amount of guys I'm working with right now in my main program. Obviously the Transformation Challenge, there was like another 18 guys in that, which has just come to a close today. And by the way, fucking guy, that's another thing, the Transformation Challenge, some guys in that have fucking killed it. A lad called Anthony Walney, he's dropped like over 40 pounds. I'll share his on screen as well. Fucking 40 pounds in this 12-week Transformation Challenge. Absolutely bananas. Sean Maloney's like 20 pounds down or something. Some guys have done fucking good in that as well. But yeah, fucking badass. The couple guys that joined up to that though, like, I think because it's like I don't know, it's because there's like I don't know, the barrier to entry is less because it's just cheaper. A couple guys like fucking, there were 18 guys that joined it, like 2 guys just didn't even bother doing it. Just didn't even bother like fucking taking part. It was weird. You know, everyone's got their own personal reasons, to be fair. I probably shouldn't say that, but fucking, it's just mad. You don't really get that often with like a main coaching program, but I think when something's so cheap, you're more likely to get people that might do something like that. But yeah, we're buzzing anyways. We're buzzing. That's enough of the coaching stuff. Yeah. Anyways, pull day today. I am going to record the session on my phone, on my tripod, and then after the session, I'm fucking fingers crossed, my storage on my phone doesn't give up on me. Fuming if it does. But yeah, I'm just gonna get like one working set per exercise on my phone, and then what I'm gonna do is, as long as I've got time and nothing goes Pete Tong, I'm gonna speak through the session when I get back in the car, whilst looking at the video footage on my phone. Should work quite well. But yeah, guys, I'm about 10 minutes off. Might put a bit of a podcast on or something for the last 10 minutes of the drive. I can't think of anything else to say, and I don't need to be waffling. Let's have a good fucking session. I shall see you shortly. Right, geezers, pull ticked off. We're a couple hours in there, including mincing about on the treadmill before, and Tom did some rounds of posing as well. Very good session. Right, I'm going to run through it. So we did abs to start, which I didn't record because I forgot. But we did manage. The storage was loyal for the most part. We got like 99% of the 90% of the exercises, right? So let's run through it. So starting with biceps, video starting. Okay, so this started on preacher curl. Both me and Tom, we've been getting a little bit of bicep tendonitis. I just get it on my left side. I've had it for years. Even when I don't do loads of biceps, I still get it a little bit, but it doesn't seem to stop me. So what we've been doing is, today we decided to pause at the bottom of each rep, just to limit how much load we can use. So we started with preacher curl. This is getting your bicep in the shortened position. So arm out in front and hard at the top. And yeah, we just sent it on here for 2 sets to failure, or RIR 0, so 0 reps in tank. And yeah, it felt pretty damn delicious. Something I've noticed these last few days as well, speaking to Tom, you can see in videos, like, obviously lighting's good here, but it's definitely like I've leaned up these last couple of days. And I don't think I've like necessarily dropped body fat. I think I just dropped water, because we had a really good sleep on Saturday night. Because my little one, like I said, stayed at my mum's house, and yeah, definitely, body's definitely thanking me for it. Right, next up we've got single arm pull down. Woo, we don't need the sound coming through the car. Yeah, so this one, big focus for me on here is, now usually if I'm doing this on a cable, I say to my clients, keep your palm facing in on the way up, and then you can either keep it facing in on the way down or turn your palm towards you on the way down, as long as you don't feel too much bicep and you think of keeping your arm out in front to stop that bicep from doing too much. But this one, obviously it's a fixed handle, so I didn't have to think about anything like that too much. Palms facing in obviously the entire time. What I was focusing on here is keeping myself neutral. So rather than like trying to twist away or anything like that, keeping my body fixed, and then allowing that lat to come up and then wrap down and in. We did 2 sets of that. Then we went on to this single arm row. So this is same principle as the single arm pull down, but instead of getting it in the lengthened position, so like anything like a pull down, in theory it should be harder at the top, so you're getting a good stretch. This one here, it's going to be harder in the squeeze, so you really feel like your lat working. And all I'm thinking about here is, I'm almost thinking of like shuffling pushing my body and my head up, and my arm and my shoulder down and in and back. I'm just trying to get that lat as short as I can and just squeeze the fuck out of it. But yeah, I'm really thinking of driving back towards the wall behind me with my elbow, and squeezing that lat as hard as I can. I think we did like 2 sets on here. Next up, we got more of an upper back focus, and we did 3 sets on this, which for me felt like we were over egging it a bit. We did 2 sets and I felt like I'd done enough, but Tom wanted to do a third and it was fine. What I've noticed on this is I am probably rounding my upper back a bit too much on the way down. I mean, it's still going to work in my back really well. I was literally telling a client off of this morning, like, what I'd rather see myself do on that one is, instead of like rounding so much, I'd rather see myself stay nice and upright, just let my shoulders come forwards, get a stretch, and then drive back. Because when you do that rounding and you come back up, you're obviously still working all your back, but you're getting more like your mid-back, them like muscles in the middle, which, I don't know, do I need to be doing that? Probably not. But yeah, still a tasty exercise, and yeah, we're aiming for like 8+ reps on everything, by the way, as well today, guys. Okay, next up, this is something I've never done before, especially in this fashion, and this is something Tom had us do today. Cable row, like close grip, palms up, but letting my upper back round, like I just said I didn't want to do on that exercise, but on this one it felt completely different. I am trying to stay upright, but I'm letting myself like round and like stretch forwards like that. And because of where my hands are, it just got an ungodly stretch on my fucking lats. Like it really feels like your lats catching. And as soon as, like even during the set, straight after this set, it felt like my lats were cramping up. And it's something I've never done it like that before. And it felt fucking awesome. I did 2 sets of that. I hit around 15 reps. And that's something else, guys. Like if you struggle to feel a muscle group working, typically higher reps, you've got more opportunities to nail that technique. So I am a fan of doing the higher rep stuff if you're struggling to feel something. And then we ended up just doing 1 or 2 sets on this Strive piece. I think we did 2 sets. Neither of us felt it that much. I think we was already pretty gassed from all the other sets we'd already done. But we still did it. Kind of just felt this one a bit everywhere. Yeah, and I didn't really, it kind of just took it to like RII 0. I didn't really go past failure on that. And then next up, bicep curls. Pausing at the bottom. I didn't really feel my bicep tendonitis today, which is a bonus. And we just hit 2 sets of failure on this. So 2 sets of biceps at start of workout, 2 sets at the end of the workout. I've not recorded myself doing bicep curls for a bit, and I'm really happy with how like my upper body looks. My fucking legs look so skinny on this though, man. Like what the fuck? Just because they're not shaved, that's all it is. That's all it is. And then after this, my phone actually died, so my storage went halfway through this set. You'll see it'll cut out. And then we went on to some rear delts, just 1 set, and then that was the workout done. Yeah, we didn't hit calves today, but I'm probably going to hit extra calves. Like I might do, instead of doing 3 sets of calves, I'll probably do 6 sets on some of the other days, just to make sure I'm getting enough volume in there, because it's something I definitely need to bring up. But yeah, guys, that is pull session at Musclebound Huddersfield wrapped up. I'm got that video still playing. Did more reps than I thought. I am about to have my post-workout, and I'll put my phone down. Inside this bad boy, we've got 50-50 mix of Rice Krispies and cornflakes, but Aldi's version. Absolute bargains. And then we've got 40 grams of cookie dough Perform Whey, which I think's messing with my skin. If anyone's like susceptible to getting like a little bit of acne, if you like from like dairy products or whey, probably better off with like a clear whey iso or just a whey isolate. I must admit, I'm actually fine with certain wheys. This one's fucking super delicious, but I am seeming to get a little bit of skin irritation, which isn't down to the test, guys, because something I fucking had for years is this skin thing. Okay, and yeah, mix that bad boy in, and then some farm foods, believe it or not, frozen berries. Farm foods, they do, fuck me, it was like absolutely blagged by this. So the berries are actually epic, they're massive as well. You get 600 grams in a bag, and they did 3 bags for £6, or 5 bags for a tenner. 5 bags for a tenner, 3 kilos of blueberries for a tenner. Is that right? 5 times 6? No, 3.6 kilos for a tenner. Works out, I think, at like £2.70 a kilo, which is like almost half price of Aldi. And Aldi's cheap. And these berries, like, they look good quality as well. Like, they're big, juicy. And they have, yeah, so we've got blueberries. We picked up some blackberries and some mango. But yeah, that's what we've got. Really enjoying my food right now as well, guys. It's like food's high, but my appetite's still really high. And it's like I'm ready for all my meals, but I'm not like finding it uncomfortably hungry. So it's like a really nice balance of like good appetite, things are digesting well, like, and I feel like I'm eating a lot of food, like it feels easy. Obviously we've got next week to navigate, going away in Copenhagen for Wednesday to Sunday, and yeah, it's gonna be weird because obviously we've got an Airbnb, but usually we go to Copenhagen. Even when I'm doing what I do for a living, like I'll still like have like some baked goods, because they are like the best baked goods in the world. Won't have loads, might have like 1 a day, and then like eat out and And I'm just probably gonna be a bit more mindful this time than I am usually, because I really want to not fuck up any phase I'm doing right now. As bad as it sounds, I'd rather undereat than overeat when I'm there. But I'm going to try and get the balance as close to in the middle, as close to on point as possible, while still having some of the foods there. There's a place called Gasoline Grill, which does like epic cheeseburgers, which I want to have. I want to have some pastries. Like, none of these things are like aligned with eating well, right? Bodybuilding, like this physique development, you better off with a low fat diet. You know, we'll get sushi one time, and you know, I'll take some cream and ice, take some whey. I'll grab some 0% Greek yogurt whilst I'm there and some berries and stuff. So we'll manage it well, but yeah, got that to navigate / obviously straight up enjoy. So that's going to be interesting. But yeah, for now, guys, things are fucking good. I think I'm 9 weeks into the gaining phase now. And yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. But right, it is 3:45. Traffic was really bad on the way. It usually takes me half an hour. It usually takes me like 25 minutes. It took me like 40 minutes to get here today. So I'm going to get off, eat this, and yeah, respond to my clients. I've got quite a bit of work to do, a YouTube video to upload. I've got to sort out my calendar for this month with regards to group calls for the guys. I always do like different educational stuff. And I really want to have a think about it this month, because I want to make sure I'm doing things that are aligned with things I'm super excited to talk about as well. So yeah, got that to do. Life's good, family's good, training's good, coaching's good. We're cooking. Just need a fresh shave now. Get back and have a shave as well. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you took something from today's video. Hope you're smashing your goals. Let me know what you want to see next. Like the video if you haven't liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. And share it with your mates. Share it on Instagram. Do us a favour. And I'll see you next time. Peace.